Hi, this is going to be a tutorial on how to make these lovely Gothic Lolita headbands. And here's what you'll need. You'll need some fabric for the inside of the ears. This is just purple fleece. And for the main ears, this is like black suede. I have some fake fur. You'll need hot glue gun, scissors, thread. You'll need some ribbons, and you'll need a frill ribbon to go on the outside. I have some flowers for decoration, and I have some trinkets and some beads, and you'll need 2 sheets of foam craft and lots of glue sticks. This it will be done the cheap way and the easiest way, which is mostly done with lots and lots of hot glue. But the turnout will be just as good. Now on to step 1. So this is step 1. What you want to do is, on 1 sheet of foam, you will want to do 1 long strip of your rabbit ear. Make sure it's narrower at the bottom and wider at the top with a point. And when you have that cut out, you can do it and trace it so the other one matches. You'll also need 2 rectangles about 1/2 inch wide, and it all depends where you want your ears to, where they flop down. Me, I like them where they flop down about to here, so you make it as long, but length of my finger here, and double it, so you need 1 for each ear. On the second piece of foam, this will be your headband piece. You will want it about 3 inches wide and about 4, 6, maybe 7 to 8 inches long. There's a pair of scissors. All I did was I took the foam and I took this end here, and starting from the top of my ear, I flipped the foam on top of my head and then measured it to my other side of my ear, and then I made a little crease line. You probably can't see it, but it's there. So everyone has different size heads, so you might want to do it that way. It's easier. And then when you have them all drawn out, you'll cut your pieces out. And I'll go ahead and cut those out, and I'll be right back. And hello. Okay, next step will be step 2. Okay, this is step 2. As you can see, I have all my pieces cut out. I have my headband and my 2 ear pieces, and these are the pieces I was telling you about, which will be glued on about there. And I already did and cut out a big square chunk of my suede. What you want to do is make sure you have the good side down, here back side. And what you want to do, this is the first step, you take your headband and the fabric, you want to make sure it can overlap twice. And you want to have some extra on the ends. So what you would do is, since I only have one hand, you'll have to hot glue the one side and put it down in the center, okay? And then what you will do is you will hot glue and make sure you pull it tight the rest of the fabric down all the way around like that. Now if you have a lot of fabric at the ends, you can trim this down, but what you would do is you'll eventually turn that in and then tuck the corner so you get that round edge that you had there, and do the same. So your good side won't have all those lines there. And you will do this with the same thing. Make sure you cut enough fabric out. This obviously won't, well, it actually might fit it. You do the same thing with the ears. But make sure, actually I haven't shown it yet, but you want to have 1 inch taken off from the bottom there, and you want to find the center, and you'll cut a slit. Here, let's see, I'll put this down here 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. I should have done this before. But you'll find your center by folding it in half, and about 1 inch from the center you want to make a slit up. Now the fabric, you want to make sure, don't cover this part because this part's going to get folded back. You just want to make the fabric go just on top of that slit there. And you want to make this slit on both ears, because eventually what will happen is you'll pinch the ends like this, and these are what's going to make like the support stand, so your ears go like that. That's what that's for. But I'll go ahead and glue the fabric on, and I'll go on to step 3 next. Okay? Okay, this is step 3. As you can see, I did my ears and I did my headband. This side's the good side, as you can see. You can see the folding, which that won't show on the final step I'm going to be showing you. But see, you have your ears, and what you want to do is when you glue your fabric on, you want to make sure when you do your gluing, it's all done and tucked about here and all glued down in the center. So your fabric folds all in the center of your ear. The reason for that is because when you cut at your inside ear, which I have done here, when you glue it down and you put it down on your ear, it will cover all your folds. I have one here that's already done. And as you can see, I left where that slit was. I left that uncovered. Don't worry, you won't be able to see it when it's done. But as you can see, your ear is all done. So once you have your fabric, your inside ear glued down, you can go on to the next step, which when you have that done, you put your ears to the side, and what we're going to focus on now is the headband. And you want to work the good side down, and what we're going to do first is you'll grab your ribbon, the lace frill, you'll unwind it, and you'll glue it down along all the outside, leaving just a bit like that, and go all the way around. And then the next step, which I will show you, is you will need your ribbons. You'll need one. You need your lace ribbon, which will hang about shoulder length, and then you'll need your main one, which will tie around your neck. So I will go now and I'll attach all those, and I'll show you how I did it in step 4. I'll be right back. Say bye bye.